Hey, what's up everyone? And today let's talk about why I think Battlefield 2042 has a big problem on its hands. And this problem I want to talk about today is skill-based matchmaking, also known as SBMM. Now this problem has been a big problem for me at least, just because of how difficult it has been to get videos for you guys and just play in general, have some fun. So with this problem, skill-based matchmaking is basically when as the better you get in the game, the harder matches you'll get. So if you're really bad at the game, you'll get paired with really bad people at the game, if it makes sense to you. And well, now that I'm actually pretty decent at the game, I'm going to be placed in these really sweaty lobbies where people are just absolute sweating and going crazy at the game, and it's really hard to just have some casual fun. It's really hard to play a casual game in Battlefield 2042 because of skill-based matchmaking. And that's really been a pain to me because I'm just not having as much fun as I had recently. Since I'm getting better at the game, the game's realizing I'm pretty good now, and it's pairing me with these really tough lobbies to beat. With these really tough lobbies, I used to be able to go like something like 15 kills and 8 deaths, something nice like that. But now it's starting to be challenging to even get 10 kills, let alone also pair that with 20 deaths. I'm getting about that now, which really sucks. And I'm just not having a lot of fun recently. I wish you could play casual, but you can't really do that anymore, especially for me. And this has been just a recent pain for me, just because I'm like, this isn't really fun anymore. I've changed my mind about Battlefield 2042. It's not very good anymore. And I believe if Battlefield 2042 changed this, if they reverted it back to how it used to be in the Battlefield days, where you would just get paired in random lobbies with random skill sets, so there could be a really good guy and someone who's absolute dog shit at the game. If they revert it back to that, I believe Battlefield 2042 would be an amazing game. It'd be a much better game than it is now, just because people could finally play casual. You wouldn't be logged in with these lobbies where it's all, every single person's a sweat. You'd be put in these lobbies where a few people, like 3 or 4, would be sweats, but then the far majority would be casual people who are just trying to have some fun playing the game. And that would be great to me if they reverted back to those days. That's why I enjoy Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1 so much, because Battlefield 1 was actually the last game to go without skill-based matchmaking. And it's a lot of fun with Battlefield 1, because yes, there are some sweaty people who are actually trying to sweat the game off, trying to get all the kills, whatever. But then there's those people who aren't very good, and I fall in between that category where I'm not like trying to sweat, I'm not trying to beat everyone out, but I'm also not completely terrible at the game, you know? So I'm in between that scenario, and it's kind of just like I'm actually having fun because I can play casual. I don't have to completely sweat. There are people who are in this match who are also better than me, but also worse than me, which adds a challenge, but it means you can also play this game casually, which is amazing. That's the same thing with Battlefield 4 and all the previous Battlefields. Those didn't implement SBMM or skill-based matchmaking yet, which made them very good for that reason. I love those games for that reason. And with Battlefield 2042 implementing this, it just made it, I don't know, it feels like a Call of Duty game now. It just feels more and more like a Call of Duty game because COD implemented SBMM very early in their game cycle. I believe it was something like Black Ops 2, which was like 2012, which is extremely early compared to Battlefield, in comparison to Battlefield where they implemented it, whereas like Battlefield 5 they implemented it, which is 2018, and that's what, compared to 2012, that's what, a 6-year difference, which is huge. So I just want to talk about why this is probably Battlefield 2042's biggest problem right now. They fixed all the other issues like bugs and hackers and all that stuff, but now, and weapon balance too, I'll give them credit for that. They fixed all of those things. They just need to get rid of skill-based matchmaking, in my opinion, just to make the game good again. Just to make it decent, just to make it fun for casual players so people aren't actually trying to sweat their balls off in the game, you know? So I feel like I would just talk about this problem today. I figured it was a pretty big issue, and this goes for most modern games too. Most modern games have implemented this thinking it's a whole new good base system, but I'm like, it's not good, and a lot of people agree with me on this topic that skill-based matchmaking really shouldn't be a thing anymore. It's really terrible, it just makes people mad at the game, it makes them not like the game anymore. And that's what I'd like to talk about today. And if you agree with me, let me know. I'd be happy to know that you agree with me on my opinion. If you didn't agree with me, let me know. And with that out of the way, please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.